Hi and welcome to Dressage and Lightness Online. I'm Leanne Williams and we're here with Alfie. So Alfie is here to be taught to relax more, I think we would put it, with being mounted. So we're in our first day of his third week, and it's his third week with us, and we'll be finalising the work that we've done. We're going to do some mounting today. He's still quite an anxious horse, and you know, there's still a little bit of work for the owners to do, which we will work with them with as well. They're coming in on Wednesday, so we're going to have a session, and we'll video that session as well with them on Wednesday, and then they'll have another session over the weekend as well. So, you know, all in all, we'll give him a very thorough education with the owners as well. But today we're going to move forward, and he can say, oh, as he's moving around here, I'm just keeping his head dead in front of his shoulders and saying no, park is the only place that we need to be at the moment. And his little anxiety just keeps his feet moving. He's going to have to just learn to breathe. You know, he's a busy little chap. So let's get going a little bit. You know, he's not winding himself up, he just is quite insistent that the legs need to move. So we're going to make our way around the arena, then we're going to have a trot, not till I ask, a trot and a canter, and then we're going to bring the mounting block out and do some of the the mounting exercises like we did at the end of last week. So first of all, as always, we're reiterating in his mind, staying straight, outside hind leg, stepping into the footprint of the outside front, lengthening the neck. Good, keeping his focus with me, not pushing against me. Good boy. And come forward. Good. Very good. And come forward. So he's not a very brave horse, but he's a fairly nice chap. He just is worried about stuff, and so our job is to reassure him that the work that we're doing is going to be okay. You know, whether it be the cavaletti, he's had some issues with the cavaletti, being confident to go over those. When he put his new saddle on, he was a little bit aware that it was different to his normal saddle. Good. So he just seems to be the type of personality horse that takes a little bit of adjustment, and we're going to trot to whatever's new. So good, so he's much more relaxed. And I look for all these signs, you know, I try to figure out what is it that makes him worried. So there's been a lot of things. Good, come on, you can trot a manure. There's been a lot of things in the last 2 weeks that have made him worried. And we just try and them out of him, like the trot's freeing up. I love when we first started, we didn't have an overtrack at the trot. We've got an overtrack at the trot. He's swinging out much more. He's definitely a stronger looking horse than when we started. Good. And the turn. Well done. The balance is good. So now he's trotting almost as well as he did without the saddle. The first time I put the saddle on, there was a marked difference in how he trotted, so I have to maintain an awareness of that. You know, what was that? So I'm putting it down to that it was the new saddle, felt different, sounded different. Good, we're going to have a little canter now. And canter on. Good boy. So he's getting more relaxed at the canter. 2. Well done. Good boy. I'll make my way down the arena. Canter's looking much better. Canter. Good. And the horses just need to do this. Move their bodies without being restricted, and then we work on the lateral. Go on, canter. Careful. Lateral, longitudinal straightness, balance. Self-carriage, lightness. Canter. Good. Good. Very good. Canter. Good boy. Good boy, round we go. I'm going to keep getting him stronger. The pushing leg is the right hind leg, the outside hind leg on the canter. You can see him dropping into the left. Oh, I don't think so. Canter, still dropping into the left. Good, exactly. So I'm asking him to keep his left shoulder upright. Canter. Good. Steady. Good boy. Steady. Good. So you're starting to be able to rebalance him on the canter now. Good. And we're going to trot. So it's still running a little bit at the trot. Oh, oh, oh. Good. Where's my rhythm? Oh, oh, oh. Good. I bring him a little bit smaller onto the circle. Oh, oh, oh. We don't want running. Good boy. And here we go. So I want him to be able to come out of canter into that trot. But we don't quite have that yet. That's his natural balance. We don't quite have that yet, but if we work on it on daily, by every second day. I know everybody, you know, we have horses to ride them, but it's more enjoyable if the horses are happy and comfortable for us as well. Good boy. That's what this whole educational website's about, is making us recognise where we can help the horses. I'm going to do a little change of direction at the walk today. Good. Good boy. And then we're coming around to the right. Well done, man. And we're going to do our stretching. Super. And the reach. And he's not to push me. Good. I'd like the walk to be swinging. He was a little shy of over tracking. This is happening more with ease now. Good. But over tracking doesn't mean pushing me at all. It just means over tracking. Good. Oh, oh, oh. And it means straight. Great. Super. And it means straight. Very good. Yeah. Oh, you're okay. You lengthen. Excellent. Good man. And no curling of the neck. Good. So we just keep repeating the same thing over and over again. Good. Good. And to the trot. Don't you do that. So he's a little bit fresh on his toes. It's the first day of our working week this week, so the horses have the weekends off and we work them from Monday to Friday. So on a Monday we always do a lunging session, so we can analyse their soundness, we can analyse their analyse their energy levels, have a look at their bodies. Have they lost a little bit of weight, a little bit of weight on. Every time of year has got something different to offer us, not in regards to loss or gaining of weight. So we would check our feed board on a daily basis and analyse the horses constantly, because they actually can't tell us, are they hungry or are they not? You know, we have to listen to the signals that they give us, and that means our powers of observation have to be almost extraordinary. Good boy. So this right side I'm really pleased with. It's getting more and more bend. Good. We didn't start with this right bend on this side, so he's a left bend horse. That means his muscles are shorter on the left side of his body. Good. Very good. We're going to bring him around the corner and we're going to have a little canter again. Have a look how his canter is this week, and it's, you know, it's really incredible how quickly their bodies change and their balance changes and their paces change when we teach them to do it themselves. That's what self-carriage means. That's what lightness means. Carry yourself. Canter. Get it. Good. Right, canter's improving a lot. Steady. So when we started with this horse, he disunited constantly on this side, and I'm sure he'll do it again today. But we're getting circle after circle of no disunited canter. Disunited canter is an indication of balance and connection. If the outside leg's not pushing, propelling the energy forward, propelling the horse forward. Good boy. Good. Good boy, this is fabulous. He's actually giving me a lovely frame. Good boy. This is great. Good. Good boy. So we just do the same thing over and over. You know, I get it. He always has a little bit more of an issue on doing things on this right side. Canter. You know, underneath that, there's the disunited canter. He's getting a bit cross at me. We're going to make our way around the arena. Good. Good. You know, we had the same problem. There's the disuniting, because mind's thinking, I don't want to go down there. We had a few problems with it. The cavaletti on this side. Good. Good. And so we just have to keep working through these little issues. We go, it's not actually an option that you do that. The option is, good boy. Making our way around the arena. I'm not doing the cavaletti today. I wanted to do more of a canter session. We need to work on all sorts of things with the horses, and he's only here a very short amount of time. So, you know, 3 weeks is just 10 sessions. It's not a lot. Good. But we make huge inroads in that period of time. Good. Well done, mate. So we're teaching him to have a better canter, but at the same time we're also teaching him to have a bit better work ethic. You know, I think he's learnt a couple of things also with his not braveness. Good, and just by doing this canter around we go. Good. Very good. We're getting him a stronger horse. Well done. More confident horse. Good. We've only disunited once. I'm very pleased with that. Good. And to the trot. Right. Nice trot. So we'll bring him up here. Grab the mounting block. Yeah, good boy. And to the walk. And to the walk. Good boy. So we finish off here and we will set him up for the mounting. Excellent. This is our second time of working on the mounting lessons. I'm really hoping that what we taught him on the first day made an impact. So we're going to ask him to walk forward and park beside the mounting block. Good, and if he spins his bottom even slightly, then I ask him very lightly with my whip to turn and then turn back in front of me. Good, and then to turn and then don't do that. and then come back and park in front of me again. So we figured out a couple of his triggers. Good, this is exactly where I need him. On Friday, the first one was not standing beside the mounting block at all, and I want to be able to move around up here and bang around and not have, you know, unusual faces. The next trigger that I had, I couldn't pick up the reins without him moving his legs, so I picked up and then I let down and then I picked up and then I let down. And the third one was being able to put my foot into the stirrup without him moving my legs. Everything created, you know, a response of moving with his legs, and you can see his face now, like he gets a little bit disconcerted about, you know, about what's going to happen next, and I'm just going to keep triggering him. So at the moment we're in a really good place. I'm putting my foot on and off into that stirrup. You can see the saddle's rocking a little bit, and you can see he's not happy with it. We need to make sure that that's not an issue. Good, so we go back to the turning. And we come back and we turn again, and then we come up and we stop in front of the mounting block. Good, we need one more step here. Good boy. And so I'm going to put my foot back in the stirrup again. But you're going to pop my whip down. We don't need the whip for the mounting bit. And we're going to make sure that everything's okay. I can see he's got a little look on his face. I'm hanging to the back of the saddle. I just want to be able to stand up and down today, so that's all today's job is. I'm not interested in hurrying him. There's quite a deep aversion I can see at the moment to him being mounted. I need to get rid of that and then keep working on discovering why that is. So I'm going to pop my foot in the stirrup and I'm going to take some weight and I'm going to come back down again. And so that was really actually leave. He's still a bit suspicious of me. I'm going to do that as many times as I need to do it. If he moves away, then I come down, pick up my whip, ask him to come forward. Good, and then turn back around again. Good, until we don't have an issue anymore. Come back and stand beside the mounting block. Good, he lets me take the reins. I'm now at the stage where I want to stand up, good boy, and come back down again. So there was still a move off there. We come back and we do the mounting lesson until all of those responses are gone. And once again, this is just going to take as long as it takes, good, to make sure that we're all confident and comfortable with what's going on here. Doesn't get to walk off. He just stands until someone throws a leg over and or sits down or whatever we choose to do. Yeah, I know, mate. He is a little clever, so he has figured out, you know, there he goes again. Oh, good boy. So what I've got to be careful of here is that I don't get off every time he goes, because then he learns straight away that I get off when he moves. So I'm not going to start to set up a new problem. We're just coming back to the park position. Well done, and we go again. And I would like to come up, and I would like to come down. I'd like to come up, and I would like to come down without him moving off. So we just come in and we start again until we don't have any kind of moving in the walk-off, in the mounting. So I can come up. Got to feel like I'm a 90-year-old grandma getting on my old horse, taking me for a ride. Good, and we come up. It's a little aerobics exercise for me. Good. And we come up. Well done, mate. Well done. So he's got to know that we're heading in the right direction. Come up. Very good. Very good. He doesn't need to be worried. So my guess is he's got into trouble for moving when he's in the mounting process, and so then I get apprehensive. You know, he's 10. He's been a racehorse. I know he's been ridden. I know he's been sold a couple of times. You know, we do have histories, even though I don't know much about him when he came here. The horse industry is a very small world. And so there he goes again, but he didn't actually go, so I just, good. It was just a thought process that he had, and it was good that he didn't go. I just jumped forward so I didn't miss the mounting block. Good, come forward. Exactly. And we're going to do this a few more times. Come on. And we've really stretched this learning exercise out because this horse, there we go. This horse has learnt a problem, so I'm going to turn him a couple of times. Learnt a habit, and we have to break the habit. Unconditionally, it needs to be broken. Good. Up you come. Good, up you come. And we're turning again. And we're turning again. Good, he gets a bit clever, he halts just before the mounting block. Good. No, you're not learning that, so if he decides to have a backwards thought process, I go back to my turning exercise. My turning exercise. Good, and my turning exercise until he walks up. He always just stops with his front legs at the mounting part, so I need him to stop with his... Yep, he's got a bit close this time, but no, I'm not going to punish him for that. I can rearrange myself a little bit. And don't you do. You think about it. Good, we're up again. So I think I could almost throw a leg over. And that's fabulous. No, I was going to go again. But I want to make this more solid first before I actually get right on over, because there's still, for me, tentativeness there. Yes, he's standing. Yes, he's learning. I don't want the tentativeness there. Good. I would like to absolutely know that when I go and put that leg over, there's not going to be, yep, any moving. That's the tentativeness I'm talking about. That has to disappear. Definitely has to disappear. It's not on. No, it's not on. And underneath this little demeanour, he has got a little bit of a bad temper. You can see that a couple of times in the lunging. And I can see him getting a little cross here. Yeah, I know, it's boring. And good. And so we're just careful that we get rid of all of that. And so this is the lesson for today. It's turning, standing, letting me jump around as much as I like, and not bringing any other thought processes into it. Tomorrow we'll definitely be throwing a leg over. Come on. This is the bad temper. Now he's trying to use his head, what I say, as a weapon. I want to be standing here. There needs to be a loop in the rein while I do whatever I need to do. However long it takes me to throw a leg over. Nope, we don't do that. Good boy. However long it takes me to get my leg over is however long it takes. And because the next thing he's going to do is, as soon as I sit down, he's going to do the same thing. Then I've only got his mouth, and that's not what I want to use for the mounting lesson. I want to know that he's parked 100%. That was much better. Good boy. So I would like 3 repetitions of that, and then we're finished for today. Loose rein. Me standing up. No. So he started to lean in that direction, so he stopped when I said no. Me standing up. Good, he leaned again, but he's okay. Me standing up. Fabulous. Didn't lean at all. There's where we finish. Well done, mate. Well done. So that's today's session. We are taking this exceptionally slowly because he's going back to a young girl who has lost her confidence, and we have to know he's not going to move. I think he would be okay if I put my leg over today, but I'm going to reward him for that response. And then tomorrow I think we'll come out and be rewarded ourselves for me not getting greedy. We'll see you tomorrow.